Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Holy crap, we just got a ton of news regarding Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, you heard me right, 7 in particular. Yeah, sure, we got Final Fantasy 16 coming out next year, but oh my goodness. I mean, I knew they were doing a lot for Final Fantasy 7, but holy crap. We got a Battle Royale game, we got a mobile remake of the entire story of Final Fantasy 7, including stuff like movies and spin-offs. And then we got even more news. But first, let me talk about Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, because I don't think I've actually talked about that on this channel. So my thoughts on Ever Crisis is actually pretty positive. I think the art style is incredible. It goes for this chibi look while also having like these awesome looking character portraits. But the chibi looks coincides with that of the original game. Man, the more and more I see of this game, the more I want to play it. I just don't want to play it on my phone. Yeah, and that's kind of the elephant in the room when it comes to this game. Like, yeah, it looks really cool. In the overworld and stuff, it has this chibi art style, right? But when you go into a battle, it changes to the Final Fantasy VII Remake art style, which I love. Not only that, but you can get costumes and stuff for your characters, and my goodness, dude. This is just looking so good. I really want to experience the story in this art style, in this game. I just don't want to do it on my phone. I don't understand why they don't just release mobile games like this onto consoles. Especially the Switch. The Switch would be perfect for something like this. I mean, it's mobile. I don't know, man. Stuff like this would just be so perfect on the Switch. And it just makes me mad that they haven't, announced any console release or anything like that. It's just so bizarre to me. That would be a slam dunk, Square Enix. Why are you like this? On the flip side, we have Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion, which now I looked on Square Enix's website to kind of see what the deal was with this game, because I'm not too familiar with the original. I knew about it beforehand, I've never played it. But of course, with this announcement, heck yeah, I'm gonna get it. Are you kidding me? This looks great. Yeah, sure, graphically it's not quite up there with Remake, but it still looks great. I love how it, shares a similar art style to Final Fantasy VII Remake, but it's not there, But it's not too jarring. It looks great, honestly. Not only that, but this is coming out on the Switch. You heard that right. This is coming out on the Switch, which, hello? Like, I'm so down for this, dude. I am so down for this. I don't know what the gameplay's like. It looks action-packed. I don't know what this roulette of numbers is, but everything else looks fantastic, dude. The summons look great. The art style looks great. They're actually recasting the voices. They're redoing the voices, the music, and of course they're updating, like, the models here and there. This looks like a remake. Like, compared to the original, it looks like a remake. But according to Square Enix on their website, it's actually a remaster. They define it as a remaster. Which, if that's the case, this is the best dang remaster I've seen in quite some time. It looks really good. I just hope the gameplay's there, because I've never played this game, so that'll be a fun one to go over. And last, and certainly not least, we have the sequel, which I did not expect, by the way. I did not expect to see this game until Final Fantasy 16 released. But here we are. We're in this timeline. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is coming next winter. Oh, and I should also mention that Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion is coming out this winter. So we have Crisis Core this winter, and we have Rebirth, the sequel to Final Fantasy VII Remake, next year, next winter. I mean, yeah, it could be delayed, but holy crap, I did not expect this game to come out so soon. I was thinking, maybe like a year or two after Final Fantasy 16, but nope, here we are. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 Rebirth. Oh gosh, these names. Which, by the way, I actually do really like Rebirth. I like the whole the renaming scheme, like remake, rebirth, reunion. It really just makes me wonder what the last game is going to be, because, oh, by the way, this is going to be a trilogy, which should come as no shock to anyone who's ever played Final Fantasy VII. And for those that are in the dark, let me explain. The original Final Fantasy VII, so I've heard, came in 3 discs. So, it was a huge game at the time, and so it came in 3 discs. So it kind of pays a homage to, the original game, which is so cool. And I wonder if they did this on purpose, or if they, they try to squeeze it all in, the second game and they just couldn't. Either way, I am stoked. Just looking at the small gameplay footage that we've seen, it looks great. And I know the trailer makes it look guided, and it probably is a guided adventure, just like the first Final Fantasy VII Remake. However, I really hope, because in the original game, the world opens up at this point. And I know they're doing different things with the story. I get that. And I'm not going to try to understand what's going on in the story, because to be honest with you, I haven't beaten the original Final Fantasy VII. You what? I just got to the Golden Saucer not too long ago, but I've been playing it through slowly but surely. I'm a little lost, to be honest with you, but either way, I'm having a pretty good time with the game. But yeah, at this point in the story, in the remake saga, the world opens up. So I wonder how they're going to manage that. Are they actually going to make this like a semi-open world? I would love that. But I don't know if that would work in this kind of game. I don't know. I think they would have to change some things. Like maybe give Cloud a jump button. That would be nice, honestly. For some reason, that always bothered me in Final Fantasy VII Remake. The jump button wasn't needed, but it also would have been nice to have a jump button, because, there's some aerial combat and stuff that would have worked great with a jump button. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is, I wonder if this game is going to be open. Now, and I'm not talking about a huge open world and all this stuff, but I just mean open areas. I would be satisfied with just open areas, open zones, that sort of stuff. I do want it to be less linear than than Final Fantasy VII Remake, because that game, obviously you're in the town of what am I even saying? In the big old city of Midgar. Yeah, there's going to be some linear paths here and there. But for this game, I would like to see it more open. I would want to see even chocobo riding, go goofy with it. I don't know. Man, I'm so excited for this. And I'm barely a Final Fantasy fan. I like the series. I have nothing against the series, but I literally just got into it with Final Fantasy VII Remake, which had me get into the original Final Fantasy VII. And here I am, wanting to play all these Final Fantasy games, which, gosh, there's so many to go through. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Are you excited for all this? This is a lot. And, if you're kind of like, oh, maybe they're doing a little too much for Final Fantasy VII in general, well, I really want to hear your thoughts then. Does this make you angry that they're doing all this stuff for Final Fantasy VII, yet not even releasing, the older games on modern consoles? Let me know your thoughts down below, because I am so excited and I just want to talk all Final Fantasy on this video. I have other videos talking about other subjects. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. God bless.